Alright, so we're gonna get started right here, just at the beginning of the game. So, take the kickoff, take it pretty well. I don't see anything wrong with it. Just try and force it to the right side next time, but because you have that cheat, that's not a real issue. Now, I did watch this replay one or two times prior to making my first video that got deleted. So, I've seen this multiple times. So, I have bullet points on what I want to hit on during this video. The thing that you're about to see is not something that I'm gonna necessarily say that it's not something you can improve on, but just don't let it happen because it's embarrassing. That's all I'm gonna say. So here we go. Chris goes to get this boost. Now he starts getting this boost at 4:57 is when he starts attempting to get this boost. It took you 5 seconds to get that boost. Just something to keep in mind. Nothing you can improve on. I know that one's just like a silly mistake, but I mean, try and keep fluid motion around the field. Next, not a bad hit from Luke on the wall, and I like the way you could try and control. You even get a okay 50. Now, don't go up the wall here because you see I'm already. I mean, you don't see me, but I'm in a position to where I can get this ball. So just go back to the goal. Not only that, but Luke is also on his way back to the net. So you going for this doesn't really do anything for us. So just keep that in mind, especially if you're gonna. I mean, eventually you don't go for it, but just try and stay on the ground is what I'm trying to say. So I get the clear. Okay, yeah. So Luke, don't do this. Don't sit in the net for this long. Don't sit in the back of the goal like that. I like how you eventually come up. I like how you're definitely staying disciplined. It's just a little too disciplined. You don't want to say. All right. Also, actually didn't think to touch on this at all. But yeah, don't be up here. That's a weird spot to be in. I understand what you were trying to go for, but you know, play your ability is what I'll say. And also, as soon as you see that ball bounce, eliminate this part. Okay, but I will say right here, this one is definitely my fault. Now, you're not going to see it here. I can go to my view on the play. I make a pretty bad mistake right here. I go towards, I see you coming in. It was right there that I saw you go up the wall. I thought you were turning around. I will say that. But this is definitely on me because I did not check behind me. I turn right here, which is a weird turn, and we end up doubling up. We end up double committing, and that's not good. That one's definitely on. That's my fault, 1,000,000%. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. I do get a good 50 here, and then yeah. So alright, this is like one of the bigger things I wanted to talk about. One, I wanted to definitely focus on don't flick around the field like this, like that. Don't do that because what one putting you into an awkward position. If I can. I know this looks weird, but it's showing you where you're looking. So what I'm saying is, you go to do this flick, and you end up facing towards the goal. And if you're going back post, that's not where you want to be. You want to be looking at the boost, left boost, or somewhere not at the goal. To the left, to the left of the goal, we'll say. So that's where you want to be looking, which is eventually where you go. But because you put yourself into that position, not only that, I wanted to go over this too. Chris sees you. Now, I can't speak for him, but I definitely say he probably got a little startled by you getting that close to him, looking right at him. Especially when you're flicking, that's hard to regroup off that play to then not bump him. So in my eyes, I see, if I'm playing as Chris, I see you coming at him. I get a little jumpy. And then eventually you turn, but that's, it seems kind of far, but it's not. Not at high speed. It's not. But also, when you do that flick and then you have to turn, you lose a lot of momentum. But I do want to go over another thing for Chris. I'll get off your back for right now. I'll get back on you, though. Don't worry. don't move up here. You see how you're moving forward? That's not good because you're essentially just leaving the net. That's what I'm trying to say. Because then I kind of teed him up there. He shoots that a little too high. I didn't tee him up there. Chances are he's shooting that, you know, shooting that pretty spot on top. You know, you're kind of leaving, we'll say 70% of the net open because you're gonna have to do a like sideways aerial to make that safe. You know, if you picture the ball being shot perfect top left right now, you're gonna have to take a left turn and then aerial as that ball is coming extremely fast. Try and optimize your chances of saving it is what I'm trying to say. Stay on the goal line. Stay on the goal line. It's a really easy save. But now we're gonna get back on Luke. When you go to do this flick, first of all, if you didn't do this flick, think about where you would be. Now, I want you to come off ball cam. Okay, so even if you don't, it's fine. I'll just go to hard attach. And so you see how you're not looking, once again, at back post? When this ball gets hit, actually, let's go to, not player view. Let's go to fly. So you see how the ball's coming over the net. You're on ball cam right now. You're not looking this way. If you were to have, I'm going to be your car for a second. If you were to, give me one sec. If you were to, you know, come in this way, then you're going back post. You see this ball coming over. You know it's going to hit the backboard and drop right here. So what you do is you just go, boop, your ball, your boost, outie. Instead, what happens is you go this way, you get too close to the net, you have to slow down, read that bounce harder because you're not in one fluid motion, and then grab the boost and then go. This guy is going to easily snag. We're going to see that in a second. This guy is going to easily, because you're not going fluid motion, this guy's going to come right around you, your boost, put you in an awkward spot. You're going to miss the ball here, and then you see me right here. Do not go for this ball, and I'll tell you why. I am going to beat this guy to the ball 1,000,000%. I'm going to get the ball by him 1,000,000%. By you doing this, by you going for this ball. Now, if you're not cringing right now, you should be, and there's something wrong. You should be cringing at you going for this ball. Because what happens is you bump me, completely knocking us away from a 50. So it's no longer, I mean, I was already going to win that 50. Now you didn't take the 50. You made it a 100-0 for them. That's going to put the ball on here where Chris is fucking around, I guess. But, so what I want now, yeah, I do want to just judge Chris. Let's all just make fun of him for a second. First of all, you turn the wrong way. You want to turn towards when you power slide, you want to turn towards the goal. In this moment, once again, I'm going to talk a lot about being on the goal line. Things are a lot easier when you're on the goal line. But then, the power slide, it's fine. But once again, you're about in the exact same spot as you were like 5 seconds ago when the ball was on the other side and we were looking at the same thing. If they hit this top right, what are you going to do? You're going to have to do a sideways aerial and get up to that top right corner. That's not going to be easy. Now, luckily for you, that's not what happened. But you just drove forward. Let's watch that again. I'll show you right when you drove forward, ruining this play. Bam. You drew forward right there. That's going to pretty much take you out of the play completely. Now, you're going to go for this aerial, which is very, very stoppable. I don't know why you decided to go upside down. That's just a different discussion for a different time. But, yeah, so you could have still saved this pretty easily. But we'll forget about that. We'll say you missed it. Now, look where this ball lands. Not very high, right? I think we can all admit that. The ball's not very high up. So, what you can do is you can literally not go for this aerial at all. Do not even think of aerial. Simply go back post. So, turn right now. Start moving back post. drive across the line. Like I said, goal line. Remember that? That's a really easy save. Sometimes just taking your time. That's it. That's key. Just take your time, and you're good. You know. So you didn't do that. That's the goal. That's fine. You know, there's still a lot of time left. Now let's watch this kickoff. It's fine. I like what you're doing. You look like a sweat right there. I won't lie. But you're gonna take left. That's fine. Here's a big thing. I like how you already turn right as soon as you see that. The ball's in the air though, so the chances of me getting a pass over is very, very rare. So I like how you turn to the right. That's a very good thing. Unfortunately, that didn't last long because you turned back forward. I love how you were already heading towards the net. Unfortunately, you headed back over. I get an awkward hit, which I'll admit is not the best hit. But if there's someone in that right now, 50, easy. And, you know, it's a 50, you know, so 50% chance, you know, and then whatever. So, 50 is better than a wide open net, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm not going to judge mechanics here, but you know you should not have scored that. You should have hit the ball to the left of the net right now. That's pretty easy. Honestly, if you had put it to the right, you should be able to get it to the right as well. I don't know why you did that. That was just a mistake, I guess. Mechanical. So, we're not going to, you know, go on that for too long. You understood your mistake there. I just want to go over. Luke should be the one cheating, and I'll tell you why in a second. This is a big moment in the game. You're down 2-0. You need to score. This is a big moment to be doing this. This is not good. Like I just said, it goes by who is in that line of the pass. I said that like a day ago, and it seemed like Luke understood, but I guess not. So I'm gonna go over it again. Now just watch. I win this kickoff to the right. That's beautiful. That is prime. That would be prime if Chris had gone to the right here and Luke cheated. Because ball goes right, Chris decides to go back, which he already would have done this. He would have beaten that guy there 1,000,000%. But it still works out. But this is I hate. This is disgusting. I mean, I'm cringing just watching Luke run across the screen right now. I don't know why Luke decided to come across the entire field just to get a hit that Chris would have gotten. Now, it worked out here because of your cook, sir. It was lucky. And actually, I know I wasn't going to talk about mechanics, but I'll talk about good mechanics. This was a nice shot. Good aerial. I like the spin there to get the ball over. This is another beautiful thing. You jump off the backboard, do a wave dash. Even if you mess it up, that's fine. Now, as long as you know that you should be wave dashing off those, beautiful. Now, right here, do not flick like this. You know, just stay on the ground, because if you had just driven nice and easy, bam. I mean, that's a beautiful pass, beautiful shot. Instead, you flick yourself out of position. Luke now takes this ball. Now, I'm going to go over something that Luke can do, because we're going to see here, Luke's just kind of gonna bump this ball and put himself in a bad position to score this. So Luke's going to hit this ball. It's going to come up on the backboard. Now you're going to have to 52 people. There's ways around that, you know, and of course you don't win this. You're not. It's very rare you're going to win 50 against 2 people. So, a way around that is to simply get a lighter touch here and then get an arrow shot. Put one on net. Avoid that 50 against 2 people. Another thing you can do is simply just dribble. Like, come around the ball and just try and get a flick over them or anything. Just try and avoid that 50 right there. But I like how you get back. I don't like how you did go for that ball, but that's fine. Just get back. Want to be on ball cam here. You want to be on ball cam. You want to know what's going on in the play. You always want to be alert. No matter where you are on the field, you want to be alert. You want to know what's going on. I like how you eventually look before you get the boost. But it's kind of pointless at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, just turn, you know. But, like, you should be on ball cam a lot earlier. You're coming up. I like this. You're good. Good play right now. You let Chris take it. That's fine. That's a little interchange. That's fine. Good play by Luke here. Now, I don't go for that. you know someone's coming in. You see me right. Like, just don't go for that. You know you made the mistake. I mean, just don't go for freeze. but that much. But I love how you didn't. All right, so usually this is one of my biggest gripes. Don't hit the ball on the side, right? I always say that. But right here, this is great. That's awesome. You're messing up his dribble. But there's a lot of mistakes that come up here in about a second or two. Now, you're going to see on the bottom of your screen with the timeline, there's a goal for us. That's extremely lucky, and it's mainly all because this goose guy gets a terrible shot on goal. But we're not going to go over that. We're going to go over what happens if he gets that shot. It's 3-0, 1,000,000%. And I'll tell you why. So, not a bad 50. That was unlucky. That's straight up unlucky. You hit the ball right into him. That's unlucky. Now, this is all Chris. Chris. What? So, everything's fine. You're fine. Want to go back post. You want to start heading back post. It's fine. This is good. Don't stop moving. Don't use your. I know you want to go for this 50, but you know you're gonna lose. So don't do that, because what you're doing is essentially leaving the net wide open when you do that. The chances of you making the save when you're right here with your momentum right now is very unlikely. I mean, and you just keep on going. You halt right there. I mean, there's not a single chance you're gonna make this save. Not a single chance. You get lucky here. Now, here's another big thing. Now, once you get lucky, now you start charging at me. What do you think you should do right now? Think to yourself right now. Alright, you got your answer? It should be grab that boost pad right next to me and head back towards net. Instead, you come charging at my face, go take this ball, which is going to make me come off the ball. You're going to not touch the ball at all, which is just going to, and then you leave, and then not even be on ball cam. That whole play was just pretty terrible. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That was not a good play. Now, now we can even see it from my angle. I'm going to get this boost. I'm on ball cam. I'm looking, and I see you coming right at me. I'm like, okay, turn. You're not going to turn. Now I know you're not. There's no way in hell you're going to get this boost. So I just turn off the ball. Now, I mean, could you imagine what would have happened if I had 50'd this kid? I mean, we would be gone and out. He's already going for this ball, so chances are he's going to hit this right into me. But you make me turn off. So, now, like I said, you were wondering why. Well, I get this aerial. It is a good drop pass to Chris. Now, I like how Chris comes back. Chris grabs this boost. Sorry. Chris grabs this boost. Comes right back. He's on ball cam. Comes back. Reads the play perfectly. Sees I'm passing to him. He sees Luke is in good position for a boom. So he sets it up. Now, I will say the setup probably wasn't on purpose, but it worked out because nobody was over there. If someone had been over there, then that's a shot for them. But we won't worry about that because it didn't. But then, perfect play by by Luke to wait there for that pass. And then just puts a good shot on it. And it's going to work. So, good play. I will admit that was a good play, but it shouldn't have happened like that. It should be 3-0. Goose should have been able to score that. So, I like the cheat. I like how you don't turn that way. Chris is going to get a good play. You're going to go net. I love that. Love how you're going to go net. Net first. Net is the most important thing. So, here you go. Bop. I get the little doink. Now, here's my gripe. Not a gripe. I'll actually admit, this is one of the lesser important things in this. Don't take it any less seriously or anything. But I'm going to show you why. And you're probably going to realize this one, probably more than everyone, is more just, physical and just kind of like something that you're just going to learn pretty quickly if you just actually pay attention to this. You see how you're coming up on the wall. Now, this is beautiful. This is already such a good start to this. Now, you're taking a little bit, you're taking a long time. I would say jump around, if you want to go for this ball, jump here. All right, no, a little bit back. I'll say when I pause the first time. Let's just do that again. That way I'm not confusing you. I don't know if I am, but I'd say jump right here. Just jump for that. Jump for the ball, go. Instead, you take a long time, and then you jump here. what happens when you jump there? You hit into the curve of the wall. You want to avoid the curve of that wall because the curve of the wall is confusing. I won't lie. It's confusing. It's not going to work. Now, you put all of that force on your hit into the wall, not the ball. So the ball just comes doinking out. The ball just comes out. Perfect shot for them. And unfortunately, that's what happens. Here's my biggest... I know you're thinking right now, you just made the biggest mistake on the team. You just passed the ball right to him. Nope. No, you didn't. Chris made the biggest mistake. Let's watch Chris. So Chris takes a boost. That's fine. Starts heading back post. Doesn't. Completely stops. Stops heading back post. You get 50% through your back post rotation. Now, you start moving up. Bam. You miss. Look at where that ball lands. Think about it. Now, think. If he finishes out this rotation right here, he keeps on going, right? Let's just see. I'll even show you guys with my fly. So he finishes out this rotation. He comes across here. Comes across the goal line. Comes across. Look at where this is. It's a really easy save if he just finished that rotation out. Instead, you didn't. You put yourself in an awkward spot. And, yeah, it's not going to work, you know. So, just finish out those rotations. So, let's get back over here. Good 50. I like how Luke jumps on that. That's fine. Moving up a little bit. I get demoed. Let me switch to Luke here. Alright, so yes. Alright, here's another big thing. I love how you don't interfere with Luke as he goes up for this ball. Shows discipline. That's good. The issue I have is you turn the wrong way. You turn completely away from the play, which I find kind of odd. I know you like to be in the play. So I don't know why you decided to do that. You usually like to be the one going for the ball and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you go over there, that you have a perfect pass, you know? Like, I'll even show you on the fly cam. I mean, if you had literally just gone this way, bam, keep it going, he hits it over here. Now, picture on my ball cam, so I don't know where it is. But you can easily 50 this guy, or save it, or something. Instead, you turn this way completely out of the play, and that leaves me in a hard spot. Now, I will admit, this is disgusting. I literally am cringing. My teeth are chattering right now. But, you know, just something to you know, just think about where the play is leading. And, yeah, just pay attention to that. But, yeah, that was disgusting by me. I won't even lie. And now we're coming down to the last play, you know, last 20 seconds, give or take. I probably wouldn't. I know that worked out, but this was an absolutely terrible cheat. I don't know why I just did like a flick, because I didn't really take into consideration the cheat. Now, it worked out here because of the weird 50 on the kickoff, but that was weird. I'll never do that again, honestly. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I should be on ball cam right now. I hate that. It makes me cringe. Another thing is, Luke, you're pushing up way too far here. Too far. I mean, you're fine. But as soon as you Chris go and turn, bam, turn around. Space yourself out. Go to that middle. I'll show you where you should go. As soon as you see Chris go, start to head to this middle. Especially if you know where I'm going. I'm going back. So there's only two people up now. So take this middle spot. Wait for the center. Instead, what you do is you push up too far. You're still way too far. You wait. Then you start going forward as if you're about to 50 this guy. Then that puts you in a bad spot. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know. And then I come diving in. Miss. I hit it, but it's not great. And then another bad thing here. So after you make that mistake pushing up too far, hang on, I got off. Fly. There we go. Okay. So, after you get off of this, you come on, and then you power slide once again the wrong way. Remember what I said in the beginning of the video. This is really important. Make sure you power slide towards the goal. You're power sliding away from the goal right now. That's going to make it so you're going to have to make a very tough aerial right here, which you were not able to complete. Now, say you turn towards the net here, which is literally just, we get it from ball cam as well, so that you're driving, bam, power slide right here. You just go for that aerial, pretty easy to save. Instead, you leave Chris in a bad spot here. Now, Chris should be able to save this, but he doesn't. That's a mechanical thing, you know. Just try and save that, you know. It's not that difficult. Yeah, so something to look out for, and then, of course, they score. And, yeah, we're on Madden. But, yeah, so I hope you guys learn anything from this. Literally, if you can just take 10% of what I told you guys right now, that's all I need, really. I just need that little bit of knowledge, and we can go very far. If you guys can just take into consideration what I said, not that much, literally just the two. I'll say the two. If you guys want to remember anything from this, finish your back post rotations. Make sure those are clean. Rotation, remember, rotation is incredibly important. It's the most important thing in this game, is rotation and communication and all that. When you're not rotating properly, you're gonna mess everything up. You're gonna mess your communication up. You're gonna mess up your, your drives on offense and your, your defense. And it's not good. Your defensive system is gonna get all ruined. So you want to make sure you're definitely finishing and rotating properly. And another thing is, make sure your power slides are, if you're on defense, make sure they're power sliding in the right spot. Stop power sliding in the wrong direction, because you're just gonna put yourself in an awkward spot. So yeah, so I really hope you guys don't just make fun of me for this, and I know you guys will, but I really hope you guys are just saying that, and you really do. Just take what I'm giving you right now, and go with it, please. That's all I ask. So, alright, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoy, like, subscribe, comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.